It was supposed to be just another light-hearted morning segment on national television. Al Roker, the beloved Today Show weatherman, was there to celebrate his long and inspiring career. 4 decades of making America smile through sunshine and storms alike. The plan was simple. A few highlights from his time on the show, some laughs with the hosts, and maybe a few behind-the-scenes stories. But what no one expected was how deeply personal and emotional the moment would become. As the cameras rolled, Al sat in his usual spot, cheerful, polished, and full of his trademark warmth. The studio audience laughed as he told stories of his early career, the on-air bloopers, and how he still wakes up before dawn every morning to bring viewers their daily forecast. But then, the tone of the segment shifted. The host smiled mysteriously and said, "Al, we have a little surprise for you." Al looked curious, perhaps even a little nervous, unaware that the next few minutes would become one of the most emotional moments ever aired on live TV. Suddenly, the big screen behind him lit up. There she was, Deborah Roberts, his wife of nearly 3 decades, appearing live from another studio. Elegant, radiant, and graceful as ever, she smiled and said softly, "Hi, sweetheart." The audience erupted in applause. Al's face lit up instantly. He laughed, saying, "Oh boy, what's this about? Am I in trouble?" The couple exchanged their familiar, playful banter, Deborah teasing him about his early mornings, and Al joking that she still looks like the day they met. The warmth between them was undeniable. But then Deborah's voice softened. "Before we go any further," she said, "there are 2 special people who wanted to share something with you." The studio fell quiet. The screen changed again, and suddenly 2 familiar faces appeared. Their children, Layla and Mick, sitting together in their cozy living room, smiling shyly at the camera. "Hi, Dad," they said in unison, their voices warm and bright. Layla held up a colorful handmade card, decorated with hearts, sunshine, and the words, "We love you, Dad." Nick leaned closer and said, "Mom told us today is about celebrating you, but we just wanted to tell you something." Layla continued, her voice trembling slightly. "You always make everyone laugh. You make America smile every morning. But to us, you're just Dad, the one who makes the best pancakes and tells the silliest jokes." The audience chuckled softly, many already wiping away tears. Nick added, "You're our hero, Dad. We're so proud of you. We love you more than you'll ever know." As they held up the card together, the entire studio went silent. That warm, emotional kind of silence that only pure love can create. Al Roker, the man known for his composure and positivity, froze for a moment. His smile trembled, his eyes glistened as he took in the sight of his children, their voices full of pride and affection. He tried to laugh it off, joking, "Oh no, you guys are going to make me cry on live TV." But it was too late. The emotion overwhelmed him. He covered his face briefly, laughing through the tears, his voice cracking as he said, That was beautiful. Thank you, guys." The audience erupted in applause. Deborah, watching on the split screen, wiped her own tears and smiled. When Al finally found his words again, he said softly, "You two and your mom, you are my whole world. Everything I do, every early morning, every long day, it's all for you." Deborah responded tenderly, "We just wanted to remind you of that today, because sometimes even the people who bring light to everyone else need to be reminded of their own." The hosts were visibly moved. Cameras caught audience members dabbing their eyes. In that moment, Al Roker wasn't the nation's weatherman. He was a husband and a father, humbled, loved, and completely human. Deborah later revealed that she had secretly planned the surprise with the show's producers as a way to honor Al's incredible milestone, over 40 years in television. But for Deborah, it wasn't about the fame, the awards, or the accolades. "Al has accomplished so much professionally," she said. But his greatest joy has always been being a dad and a husband. I just wanted him to feel that love, not from the audience, but from the people who mean the most. The clip quickly went viral online. Fans from across the country flooded social media with messages like, "I've never cried watching the news before," and "This is why Al Roker is a national treasure, genuine, humble, and full of heart." Others praised Deborah for creating such an authentic, emotional moment on live TV, one that reminded viewers of what truly matters. As one fan wrote, "In a world full of headlines and chaos, seeing that kind of love and family connection is pure light." Over the years, Al and Deborah's marriage has become one of television's most admired love stories. They've faced life's challenges together: career pressures, early mornings, health battles, and the delicate balance of raising a family in the public eye. Through it all, they've held on to what matters most: love, laughter, and gratitude. Those close to the couple describe Al as a hands-on father, the kind who still insists on family dinners, checks in on every phone call, and takes pride in being present, even with his demanding career. Deborah, equally accomplished in her journalism career, has often called Al her anchor, the man who grounds her, supports her, and never lets her forget to smile. That emotional moment on live TV wasn't a publicity stunt. It was a glimpse into their real life, a window into a love that has endured decades of change, challenge, and triumph. It reminded viewers that behind the polished smiles of television's favorite personalities are real families, real feelings, and real hearts. As the segment wrapped up, Al turned toward the camera and said with a teary smile, "I think that's the best surprise I've ever had in my life." The audience clapped as he looked up at the screen again, whispering, "Love you guys." And for millions watching, it was a moment that captured something timeless, that no matter how famous, how busy, or how successful someone becomes, the truest measure of a life well lived is the love shared at home. If you were touched by this beautiful moment between Al Roker and Deborah Roberts, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more heartfelt stories that celebrate love, family, and the quiet strength behind the spotlight.